Hey, my name is John. Anthony D'Angelo once said, "Develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow." This quote is the embodiment of who I am as an educator. I absolutely love learning and teaching, and I bring that passion to the classroom each and every day. After graduating from Texas A&M Commerce, I was hired on at Birmingham Elementary in Wiley ISD. I spent my first 6 years there teaching second grade for 4 years, and then had the privilege of moving up to fourth grade for the remainder of my time. However, because of the long distance drives, it began to take a toll on my family life. So, with a heavy heart, I relocated closer to home. Crandall ISD became that next home. For the next 3 years, I had the opportunity of not only teaching fourth grade math, but was tasked with creating my own scope and sequence. This experience taught me a lot about the math I was teaching and grew me as an educator. Being a product of Mesquite ISD, I had the desire to pay it forward by accepting a position at Mackey Elementary. My first year there, I was tasked with teaching fifth grade science. At the end of the year, my principal told me that because of my experience with fourth grade math, she would be moving me to that position. I will complete my 11th year of teaching this May. I have been extremely blessed to have worked with some amazing principals and worked with some great teams. Every year in the classroom has been an awesome time. I have learned so much from my students. My philosophy for teaching has come from Benjamin Franklin's famous quote, "Tell me and I forget. Show me, I may remember. Involve me and I learn." That last part, involve me and I learned, that's how I conduct my class. The worst thing that I can do as a teacher is get in their way of learning. I read a statement the other day that said, "The one who is doing the talking is the one who is doing the learning." My job as a teacher is to facilitate learning. In every situation possible, I give my students the tools that they need to be successful, whether that's math manipulatives or just a pat on the back and a word of encouragement. I'm there for them. I am wanting to broaden my experience of teaching students from all spectrums of diversity. As a future principal, I feel it is my responsibility to provide my students and staff a principal who has the tools to face any situation. Sunnyvale has two things I admire the most: a tight-knit community and reputation. Having been brought up in a small community myself, I understand the closeness and pride felt within the community. The reputation of Sunnyvale precedes itself. When I first interviewed with Sunnyvale years ago, one of the administrators told me Sunnyvale is challenging to get on with just because teachers that work here love it too much to leave. That spoke volumes to me. At the Forney Community Park during soccer season, it's not hard to spot the sea of blue and gold uniforms on the fields. The interaction I have had with parents and players has always been impressive. They are an elite group of people who take pride to a whole new level. I know being a part of Sunnyvale is an opportunity that a majority of educators will never get to have. And I am humbled by the fact that I'm just getting to interview with Sunnyvale. The opportunity to grow as an educator and to become the best that I can be can happen here. However, I feel it only fair to offer some things in return. If afforded the great opportunity to work for Sunnyvale, I offer myself as a teacher who is creative, has a collaborative mindset, is a team player, an out-of-the-box thinker, loves teaching, and has a passion for kids. And thank you so much for your time. God bless and have a great day.
Oh, you did it. Are you kidding me? No, I did it better.
All right, so here's what's going on in class today. We are working on 4.6D and 4.6C, talking about attributes of two-dimensional shapes. The kids are working in partners. They have their geoboards out. One partner is describing the shape that they've made by giving the attributes of the shape that they've made. So, for example, they have to use their vocabulary words like quadrilateral, polygon, triangle, but more importantly, they have to use words like acute, obtuse, right angles, and they have to use the words perpendicular and parallel lines to describe their two-dimensional shape that they've made. And so, based on those clues, the other partner has to recreate that shape. And so, once they think they have the shape, then they're going to show their partner, and then they'll trade. And they'll reverse roles. So here's what's going on today.
Okay, give me one more hand. It has right, it has two angles. Two sets of parallel.
So are you describing to her? Okay. All right. So a four-sided figure is a what? What's a four-sided figure? A quadrilateral. Okay. All right. So what other clues did you give her?
It's irregular.
It is irregular? Okay, that's fine. Did he give you any angles yet? One obtuse angle. Okay. What else?
Okay, so it has three sides, two acute angles, and one right. It has three sides.
Okay, give her some more clues. So it's got one obtuse angle. Okay, what else? All right, it's close to a square. Did you give her any of these angles?
It's not. I have
What are those angles?
that have two acute.
Right angles. Okay, so how many right angles does it have?
Same thing as I know, but
And then what about this one? What angle is that?
I have it right.
Acute. Okay. So it's a quadrilateral. It has two right angles, one obtuse and one acute.
It has two right angles.
Uh-huh. All right, keep going.
It's irregular. It has four sides.
All right. So these three are working together. So it looks like Dylan, who's right there, is describing his two-dimensional shape to these two boys here. So. Okay. Hope you enjoy.